Okay, corrections for Unit 2. So just a reminder, guys, again, on your own piece of paper, you're reworking each problem you missed. You're going to watch this. So hopefully I can make an ed puzzle in time. It might just end up being a video. Recording this kind of late. For each question that you need. So hopefully at the bottom of the video, I will have marked off each little note that you'll see when you can skip ahead in the time bar. You can click below. The first one will be number 1, the second one number 2, so forth and so on. Okay, and then once you watch the video, you go back to your test and you try the problem again. I'm going to show you how to do it. Keep in mind that, again, my numbers are not going to be the same as your numbers. You're watching this example and then going back and trying yours with your numbers. So number 1, guys, this is why I tell you, you need to do the review and ask questions. Literally all you had to do. 26% of her monthly income. She makes $4,680 per month. How much should she budget? All you had to do was take 26% of this. I don't know what some of you guys did. Whatever percentage they gave you, you just had to take that percentage. So in this case, it was 26%. Again, your numbers are different. Make sure you're using your numbers from your test, of 4680. So again, this is why we do the review. That's all you had to do. 0.26 times 4680. They were asking how much does she budget? She budgets 26% of her income, and hey, there's her income. It's possible a couple of you guys divided by 12. You only had to do that in questions where we were given a year. See how this says monthly income, this says month? That means that's good to go. You only divided by 12 if this said how much she made in a year, because we need how much she makes in a month, but we have how much she makes in a month. So again, that's all you have to do. Take the percentage, go back to your test and try it again on your own paper with your numbers if you got this one wrong. Okay, so I switched up the test for first hour versus second and fourth because I realized someone pointed out to me that the test was not aligned with the review, and I had intended that to be that way, so I actually switched these. So this is number 2 if you're in first hour, or this is number 3 if you're in second or fourth. So this one, guys, here's all the important information you need. After the colon, I got 1, I got 2, I got 3, I got 4. You should have had 4 things you're adding together. That's all we need, yeah? So all I need to do is go through and add these things together. First month's rent, that means one of these. I'm reading very carefully and I'm doing exactly what it says to do. First month's rent means there's the first month's rent. Hopefully you did not add the $750, guys. This is a distractor. This isn't money. You don't pay it. Why would you add it to money? Yeah, you can't do that. This is not money. Do not add it. Just a distraction. Then we have a security deposit equal to 67% of 1 month. So you should do that, right? This is 1 month. 67% of 1 month is 0.67 times 1 month's rent. 0.67 times 998. So this is 668.66. Okay, so we've got 998. I've got this as well. I've got $93. And I have last month's rent. Again, all that means is another month of rent. So you should have had the month's rent, whatever it is. Again, your numbers are different. Twice, because we do have first and last. We have the 67% number, whatever that comes out to be, and we have the application fee. So we just add all this stuff together. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I get for mine 2757.66. So once again, go ahead and try it on your own. You might not be able to tell what you did based off your answer because some of your guys' answers were pretty off. First and last, 67% of 1 month's rent, and then $93 or whatever the application fee, whatever the percentage was. Go ahead and try it on your own test and then come back. Okay, so this was number 3 if you were in first hour, or this was actually number 2 if you were in second and fourth. So sorry about that. I didn't think about needing to do corrections when I had switched those questions. So you had 2 possible questions. A lot of you guys only remembered to do it one way and you were like, oh, I just always do it this way. No. Depending on the question, again, it's possible you got what would be the rent, or it's possible you would got what would be the square footage. So look back to your test, see which one you got, and then you only need to watch me do that one. So you have this equation here. All you have to do is plug into it, but we have to know based on what we're given what we plug into. You can either plug into X or you can plug into Y. It's not a choice though. It's based on what you're given. So notice here it says that X is the square footage and Y is the monthly rental price. So if this was your question, what would be the rent? Follow along with me if this is your question. 1,465 square feet. Again, your number is different, but this is X. So if this was your question, what would be the rent for an apartment that is blank square feet? You should have plugged into X. So that would have gone Y equals 0.7. X is 1465 plus 498.09. And you would just get your answer because you can just plug this straight into the calculator and boom, there's your answer. So if that was your question, what would be the rent? You're actually plugging into X because what we are given is X. Let's go back to your test and try it. If you got the question where you're plugging into X, you were a bit lucky because this is easier to do. All you gotta do is pop this in the calculator. If this was your question, what would be the square footage for an apartment that costs this much per month? Y represents the rent. This is the rent. I know it doesn't say rent, but you guys should understand that, right? If this apartment costs that much per month, that's the rent. So this is Y. So I would have taken this equation and now plugged in where Y goes. 1321 equals 0.7x plus 498.09. Now I'm going to show how to solve this. I think that was the problem with a couple of you guys, is even if you plug into Y, if you solve this incorrectly, you're going to get it wrong. So you should have subtracted whatever is over here first, because we know that, guys. We know how to solve an equation. I know we've been online now for a while, but we know how to solve an equation. 1321 minus 498.09. 822.91, and over here we still have the 0.7x. This is multiplication going on. You should divide by 0.7. So 822.91 divided by 0.7. So we get for this question 1175.59. So go back to your test again, see which one you got. It was luck. It was just luck. Whichever one you got, that's what you had to do. You do not have both questions. You only had one of these questions. Go back to your test and see if you can tell which one you had. See if you need to plug into X or Y. Okay, so now this was everyone's number 4. So guys, monthly payment. This is the monthly payment formula. It's on your formula sheet right here, this big chunk, right? I told you guys, if you don't have your formula sheet, you need to figure it out. Yeah, you've had plenty of opportunity to get down to the school. I know some of you guys, it's not that simple, but this is also loaded in Canvas, and I showed you that. So all you have to do is plug into this formula. And in fact, this formula is number 4, this formula is number 5, and this formula is number 6. Yeah, they go in order. So I'm going to show it one more time. Now, this is P, because that's however much you're borrowing, that's your principal. This is T. APR should use 0.055. Once again, guys, I'm going to stop doing this eventually, I swear. Divide by 100. That's how you get that. So this is everything plugged in. 0.055 over 12. 1 plus 0.055 over 12 to the 12 times 20. That's 12t. I'm just going straight here because I have this formula memorized. You guys might want to write the formula first. and then write it out plugged in. Don't forget the -1, very common mistake. Now again, before you go off to your calculator, check what this is. 12 times 20, guys, is what my exponent needed to be. Oops. And 12 times 20 is 240. So your guys' time may be different. Your exponent might not be 240. It's only 240 because the exponent is 12t. Our t is 20. So 12 times 20 gave me 240. So your exponent changes depending on the number of years. So let's see, 200,000, 0.055, 240. Okay, so I'm gonna go off to Desmos here. The very first button I'm gonna hit is the fraction button. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. Oh, come on, can you be out of my way? Can I get out of full screen here? How do I get out of full screen? Shoot. I can't get to my parentheses. How do I get out of full screen? No, projector mode. Come on. I feel really stupid that I can't figure out how to get out of full screen here. Let me try this again. Desmos.com. Okay, so guys, again, be careful that you're not using the graphing calculator. You do need to use the scientific calculator, which you might have to Google for, but it is right there. See if it's probably going to open up the exact same. How do I get out of full screen? I don't think you guys can see it, but there's something right here that's blocking my my parentheses. So what I'm going to say is I'm going to do it with my calculator real quick. I can't figure out how to get out of full screen. It might be blocking me right there too. When I record, there's a little thing right here that I can't move that's blocking me to get to the parentheses. So I'm just going to do this on my own real quick. Hopefully cut this part out of the video. Oops. Okay, so for me, after doing this on my own because stupid thing there blocking me getting the parentheses, 1375.77 is what I get. So again, your numbers are different. Go back to your test, try it on your own, and see if you can get what it says the correct answer is. But you need this correct answer to go into the next question. So the monthly payment here was 1375.77. And again, that was my monthly payment. Yours is different. You try it in your test. Total cost though, guys, again, this formula is right here. Monthly payment times the number of months on loan. So this is going to equal my monthly payment times number of months. So here's why you had to get number 4 right, because that is your monthly payment. So that's going to go right there. Here was a common mistake, guys. It's 20 years, but we need months. You guys make these little mistakes very often. 20 years times 12 tells us how many months. So you should have taken the t, the number of years, multiplied it by 12. This happens to be then 240. That's what that gives you right there. So 1375.77 times 240. So my answer would be 330,184.8. So go to your test, try it, make sure you're multiplying by the correct number of months based on what your T is. Your T can be different. So this is our total cost. We need this now for number 6 because total interest is right here. This is total interest. Total cost, hey, we just found that, minus the loan amount. So total interest is total cost. Come on. minus the loan amount. So a couple of you guys, I think, got mixed up on what the loan amount was. That's your principal. So the total cost I just found from the last question was 330,184.8. 330,184.8. The loan amount, guys, is your principal. A couple of you, I think, maybe subtracted your monthly payment, but the loan amount is the P. So you should have subtracted that big number, whatever that is. So in this case, I would get 130,184.8. So go back to your test. See if you can try those 3 questions. You have to get number 4 right to get number 5 right to get number 6 right. Okay, so 7 and 8 went together. In number 7, find out how much of their first monthly payment is going towards interest. This was once again on your formula sheet. First month's interest right there. So I equals P times R divided by 12. I'm going to copy that over. I equals P times R divided by 12. So a couple of you guys were a little confused because there was this number here. And then there was this number. This is P, principal. So you should have used the 175,000 here times your R. We know what R is because R is always the same. This is 0.06. Be careful that you use 0 divided by 12. So this is all you had to do for number 7. So I get 875. Once again, you're going to get something different. So this $2,000, you actually, or whatever it is, you do not use this in number 7. You need this number for number 8, but you actually did not have to use the 2,000 in number 7. For number 8, though, we do need it because it says how much of their first monthly payment. That $2,000, that is their monthly payment. So what they're saying is this breakdown. There's their monthly payment. Part of it goes towards interest. Part of it goes towards principal. In number 7, we found that $875 went towards the interest. Now you need to find how much goes towards the principal. Again, guys, you should have used the 2,000 in number 8. I think a couple of you guys used the principal and that was your problem. So 875 out of 2,000, you should be subtracting those two. So in my case, I would get 1125 then. So this is your answer for number 8. This is your answer for number 7. Again, your numbers are different, so try and go back to your test if you need to fix 7 and 8 and see what you did wrong. In number 7, we don't use this number. We use it for number 8. Okay, and the last one, number 9. This was, I don't know what was going on, guys, but a lot of you got very close answers, and I can't tell what went wrong. Because this formula, that's it. Number 9, it says what would be their new rent, or what would be the rent after so many years. All you had to do is plug into this formula. A equals 1 plus R to the T. No, sorry, not equals. A times R. A times 1 plus R to the T. So this is A, because A is your initial rent, right? That's why it's A. This is going to be R, but it's going to be 0.032. You guys got to know how to do that. And this is T. So again, a lot of you guys got really close to what your answer should have been, and I cannot figure out what you could have done wrong. So 897 parentheses 1 plus 0.032 close parentheses to the 7th. Oops. So I would have gotten 1118.28. So again, go back to your test and try it on your own. Again, a lot of you guys probably used this formula. I'm just not sure what you did to get so close, but get it wrong. So if you're still not getting the right answer on that one, let me know. I can check your calculator and see what you're doing. Okay, so I hope that helps. As always, ask me questions on anything if you need it, and I can help you out.